Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Manoj Networker. So today in this video I'll talk about Site 24 by 7 monitoring tool. So how network team will make sure using this tool, and how the network devices are monitoring, and what is the principle of this Site 24 by 7 monitoring tool. So basically any monitoring tool, we have so many monitoring tools. Site 24 by 7 we have, SolarWinds we have. So since we have got the demo version for this Site 24 by 7, I'll just walk you through some GUI options, how the portal will be looking like. The same things we can even correlate for SolarWinds and for any other monitoring tool. So the basic job of any monitoring tool is what? So it will go and ping and talk to our network devices. Again, it could be anything: access point, firewalls, routers, switches, and any of them is having issues in terms of anything. It could be power down, or it could be memory alerts, it could be CPU alerts. You will be get notified through your ticketing tool. So depends on the priority, so it will be reporting. So that is the basic story of any monitoring tool. So let's see how Site 24 by 7 will ensure all these operations in real time. So if you go back to the home page, and you can see this is only read only version, so and is in demo mode, so we have only limited options available. But this is how the portal will be looking like. So at this point of time you can see these many devices are currently up, and you can see 92 devices are currently down, and 98 devices are currently kind of critical state. So here you can see multiple devices. It's not only from network team. So you can see this device is from VMware EXXI, so it will be managed completely by your Windows team. So here whatever you are seeing, it is a mixture of all your infrastructure devices. So if you can right click on this quick help button, so here they have some sort of PDF materials on how the Site 24 by 7 will work, how to monitor the devices, that kind of information. Basically some sort of helping documents to get you through about this monitoring tool. So that information you can get it out from here. And you can see announcements. So if they wanted to announce anything, like let's say new version they have released, new patch they have released, and or new kind of monitoring services they have released in the production, so they have use this option to announce to all their customers. So if you wanted to add any monitor today, so you can go here and you can choose what monitor you want to add. So if you see, for network these many options we have, and for internet services this many we have, and security we have SSL TLSL certificates, so many things we have. So I have already showed you in the last class how to add these network devices. So let me try to add VPN now. So let's go to VPN. So first is choosing your on-premise polar. So as I said, from where you want to monitor that VPN device, that is called as an on-premise polar. So based on your organization you can have the on-premise polar listed based on your subscriptions also. So for now let's choose the currently active working one. And step 2 is choosing the right credentials. So as I said, you need to create some sort of credentials, SNMP credentials, before doing this kind of work. So for now I'm just choosing training and SNMP, that one. And display name, so display name, this is going to be the VPN name. So host name, or the IP address of that particular host. So category, so which category it will fall. So basically this will fall some sort of maybe firewalls I'll choose. Okay. And device template, so you can choose checkpoint firewall, FortiGate firewall, anything, whatever the version you are running. For example, on the same checkpoint firewall I am even running VPN device also, so I can choose that one. And you can go for next, and you can which interfaces we want to monitor along with that VPN device, that we can do. So I'm just leaving it as it is to default. And finally you can validate all these devices, and you can start discover. So you can start discover. So what will happen now means, that particular VPN device, like let's say this is my 24 by 7 monitoring tool, so running somewhere in the cloud or on premises, wherever it is. Like let's say this is my VPN device. So now I have just added this VPN device to this monitoring tool. So now once it is added, it will come to green state, and now it will keep on, like for every 5 seconds or for every 10 seconds, it will keep on ping all the characteristics. Okay, so that's how you can monitor a device in real time. So even though if I discover now, it will not work, since it's an kind of lab demonstration. So anyways, that is not going to work. So moving further, like to a home, so we just discussed about adding the monitors and scheduled maintenance. So guys, this is very important. Why, like scheduled maintenance option is needed means, let me tell you with one example. So like let's say I have building A, I have my router R1. So today I wanted to, like upgrade the iOS from A version to B version. So like let's say currently I am running A, I want to migrate it to B. So this activity needs a reboot of router. Like let's say I need 3 hours of downtime. Okay, so there is one concept called SLA in our real time. So SLA, we will ensure always 100% you should be there. Service level agreement. So for example, now we are in November month. So November month metrics SLA should be 100% for this building A and for this router. Okay, and this router is being monitoring by my site 24 by 7, because I have already added that particular router to site 24 by 7, and the device is already been monitoring. So like let's say I haven't maintained any scheduled maintenance inside 24 by 7, and I have rebooted this router. So what will happen, once this router went down, the IP address whatever it is assigned, it will stop responding. So now the site 24 by 7 will go and ask this router, but since this router is kind of rebooting, so you will not get any response basically. Okay, so for these 3 hours, okay, whatever the scheduled maintenance, so that 3 hours the site 24 by 7 will prepare one metric. So for November month, so the SLA will be, for example, 97%, because 3 hours went down. So that's why the SLA matrix came to 97% instead of 100%. And moreover, this is a planned activity. Okay, so scheduled maintenance means I can tell to the site 24 by 7, this router is having planned maintenance. This is an, kind of known issue only. So you stop monitoring. So for example, the activity will start from 10 a.m. and it will end from 2 p.m. IST. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. IST. So I can go to this 24 by 7 tool, and I can say from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for this router R1, please don't monitor anything. Okay, then the scheduled maintenance will come to picture. So you can go to scheduled maintenance here, and you can click on scheduled maintenance. So if you see, for router we want to do, right, I mean display name is nothing but router 1 or switch 1, anything. So description you would like to add means you can add it. So IST, choose the correct timings. So frequency, are you doing this activity daily, weekly, monthly or yearly? So for now I am doing just only once, and duration is custom. So in our case, the activity will start from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so 4 means 16, for example 20. Okay, now if you see, it took the date. So scheduled IT, let's keep as it is. And yes, this option is very important. Enable maintenance, enable monitoring during maintenance. Okay, so you can choose this option, yes or no, accordingly, and you can save it. So but this particular time, so that particular router, so from starting on this day 25/11, on this time to this time, this particular router in the IST time, it will not go for monitor. So we can just save these changes. So you can choose this monitor, any one monitor, select the resource type, and yes, saving. I'm not sure that will save, but we have some predefined maintenance here. Maybe we can have a look. So once you done that scheduled maintenance, so what will happen is that particular router or that particular switch will not get monitored in that particular point of time. So I hope is clear about scheduled maintenance. So let me just refresh to see if you get any results on the scheduled maintenance. Yes, if you see, you can even enable 5 minutes of maintenance, 1 hour of maintenance, 1 day of maintenance. It's completely depends. So you can double click and you can see the events and everything. So if you want, you can always change it. That's acceptable. So you can download if you would like to, or if you would like to share, you can do that things. So that is all you can do in your home section. So if you move to alarms, so this is mainly for service desk people. So they can see the events in real time. So if you see, these many are currently down, these many are currently having warning. So they can pick any one of them and they can assign to themselves, and accordingly they can inform to the particular IT teams. So if you see, technician is not assigned, so they will pick up, like let's say I am the service desk admin, so I have got this IAS server, Windows server maybe went down, or this particular application particular service went down, so I can assign the ticket to my name. So let me see if we get that. No, we are not getting anything, but we can assign to our name and we can inform to that appropriate team. So you can even add the comments, so and you can save it. So pick this alarm. So likewise also we can do. So pick this alarm, if that particular service desk person, if they can click on pick this alarm, automatically this alarm will be assigned to his name. So all those things we can do on alarm section. So basically this is where we can see all the real time down alerts and other things. So we can even schedule the maintenance, the same option. If you would like to to do the maintenance, we can do it from here also. So that is also possible. And web. So moving further to web, so as I said, site 24/7 is a monitoring tool that is meant to monitor everybody. It's not only for network team. We can even monitor a couple of websites also, how the website performance is doing, what are the parameters that what are the SHA protocols it's using. So if you go to summary.com, for example, if you see Ritika website, example.com is the website name, and let's say owner is Ritika. You can see the response time, response time, availability, throughput levels, multiple things you can see here, and global status. So from Hong Kong, this particular website is been monitoring. So from there, it's reporting as down. So website performance is poor. So if you want to monitor your website from multiple places, within India, like Bangalore, New Delhi, Indore, so that also can be done. So even from the world, complete world, like Japan, USA, Singapore, from there also we can monitor all those things. And we can see the response time by locations and availability and so many things. So adding to that, for example, you can go to outages and you can see the outage interval also. So till how to, when time to when time that particular is down. So yes, anyway, we will not be able to access that particular example.com website, and that is absolutely fine. So you can see timings also here. So if you want the custom time, you can choose that, and you can do that one as well. And yes, if you have any DNS servers, so this is a place where we can monitor our DNS servers. So they are monitoring. NS means name server one. So zohocorp.com, so this is the parent organization of site 24/7. So they have just added their own DNS services, and they are monitoring. So from here, if you see, the dashboard is looking clean. So there are no down alerts, no critical alerts, no trouble alerts, and all are good. So this is how we need to ensure network team monitoring the tool in a clean and efficient way, so that we will be able to manage our infra in a good fashion. And moving further to SSL and TLSL certificate. So as I said in my last video also, so this is a place where you can add all your certificates. So for example, if I go here, so it is getting grade A. So how this is getting grade A, let me open this website. So download.manageengine.com. Yes, you see here, now it's working. This is again from Zoho Corporation only. So to validate this site, what we can do, we can do SSL checker. SSL checker we can do. So you can go here. So here, like let's say we'll type www.google.com. So when you will get A category of this certificate, or B category of this certificate, means how trustworthy this particular certificate is in terms of internet. So you can see here, so this particular google.com is completely trusted. So the certificate is going to expire in next 48 days. So this certificate should be trusted by all major web browsers. And yeah, you can see google.com valid from 2024 to January 13 2025. So within this time, within 48 days, within January 13, Google company should renew the certificate for google.com. Else, like let's say if they forgot to renew the certificate from January 14th, the certificate and this web browser will not work. So that is the link. Okay, if the certificate is, and it should be renewed every yearly once. Okay, because it's an internet related certificates. So you can see, even I think they have issued for 6 months only, so it should be 1 year and less time. So based on this one only, you will get the grade here. So A grade, if you have any trust checks related issue, so all those things you can see from here. And particular, now this website, this particular URL is been issuing by amazon.com, and you can see SHA-256 with RSA. So when is the issue date, expiry date, so all those things you can monitor. So what is the use of monitoring this one? Means, like let's say this is going to expire in next 25 days, for example. Then you will get a one alert to the network engineer telling, this particular SSL certificate is going to expire in 25 days, and you need to renew within hand. So then only the particular download manager dot this particular website will work. Else, if any end user will browse this particular URL, it will not be able to go further because the certificate is expired. So all those things we can do from here. And transport level security, it should be beyond 2.1, okay, or 1.2. So then only it will be good. So basically all those things we can do. And again, you can do the change of timings also if you would like to. So that things can be done in web page. And yes, if you go to VMware, so here you can monitor your VMware clusters or vCenters, EXXI host. Maybe for freshers it will be new, all these terms, but people who have already have some basic experience in VMware, so they have the vCenters available, they have the virtual clusters, VMware clusters, virtual missions, they have the data stores and resource groups, EXXI hosts, and particular Dell hardware models. So anything basically you can sit from here, you can monitor all your devices, same as like how network team is monitoring. The same way Windows team can monitor their complete infrastructure. Okay, and if you go to cloud, so here Site24x7 has predefined already all the cloud vendors. So we have AWS cloud, Azure cloud, Google cloud, and Oracle cloud. All the major players are already available. So whatever the resources you want to add, so you can add it from here. Like let's say Azure, you have one Azure virtual VM, so that you want to monitor, you can add it here, but we will not be able to do it over there because of demo model. So if you have any Azure firewall, you can do that. If you have any Azure Bastion service, so Bastion is one of the exclusive service from Azure to connect to the network devices, so that you can do. And yes, Azure DNS, Azure Express Route connections. So basically you should have Azure subscriptions, and if you have these things ready, you can go and add it over here. So that is possible. And yes, yeah, GCP also same. If you have any Google cloud, so you can do that. And if you see, last one is Oracle. So all those things basically you can do in the cloud section. And if you move further to network, so I already explained how to add a network devices in my last video. So if any of you missed, please go and watch that video. So I talked about network devices, how to add a network devices, and NCM. I explained why NCM is needed, how to add the NCM devices, how to see the configuration of any router or any switch. So all those things I have explained. So yeah, you can go to startup configuration and you can see, so you can get the all the configurations intact. So suggest you to watch that previous video if you didn't. And yes, NCM credentials, so if you have any NCM credentials, that also can be added here. Okay, so that's all for your network. And finally you can go to reporting section. So basically managers and management team will do these things. All kind of reports they wanted to fetch, they can do it from here. And from admin, basically you can have a couple of options, like let's say user and alert management group. So like let's say particular router is down, to which person or to which network group I need to inform. So that things we can configure from here. So user alerts, if you wanted to onboard any new user today, like let's say I wanted to add ABC user, and what is his job title, what is his email, he is maybe a webmaster, what is his email, from where he is from, what access he need. So he need super admin access, or only admin level, or only read only access. So that we can do from here. So that thing can be done here. And user alert group, so as I said, which device is going down, which group I need to inform. So all those things we can do from here. And yes, moving further, yeah, my account, if you can see here, so it will show basically your subscriptions and your account details. So basically this is a demo user, so that's why you are seeing all demo only. And finally, third party integrations. So as I said, the basic job of any monitoring tool is what, so it is going and talking to all the network devices, and finally it is creating a ticket to ticketing tool. So how that can be done means with the help of third party integrations. So you can see here under admin, third party integrations, so you have all the well defined applications here. So Splunk is there for SIEM, Freshdesk is there, ServiceNow is there, Teams is there. You have so many applications. So basically, let's see how we can integrate ServiceNow from Site 24/7. So the integration name we can simply mention Site 24/7 with ServiceNow, also called as Snow. So sender name is Site 24/7 and instance URL. So the URL you need to mention here. So for example, I am using Zoho company and ServiceNow. It should be valid URL. I'm just typing zoho.servicenow.com, but anyway, this will not work. But here we need to type the valid ServiceNow URL. So yeah, anyway, it's not going to work. That's okay. So where are we? Yes. So zoho.servicenow.com, and yes, username you need to mention whatever the password you have configured other hand on the ServiceNow, that you need to mention. And you can, if you like, you can change this message title. So yes, resolve this also, you can make resolve incident. And yes, group notification, you can choose whatever the group you would like to, you can send that information to test, and you can save it. So the same settings to be done on other side ServiceNow also. So then the integration will get complete. So this is how, the basic job of the monitoring tool, and this is how the Site 24/7 is working. So I hope the session is informative. Thank you.